Hello everybody, welcome to Weighted to Win. Good morning, it's a Monday morning start of a brand new week and we're going to look at this week's racing. We're starting of course with the Tuesday meeting where we're going back to the Vaal racecourse. We had quite a bit of rain over the weekend. It was lovely to see and welcomed rain. I'm not sure at this stage how much we had at the Vaal, but I'm sure that the track is not going to be as firm as one would normally expect it to be. So just make a note of that. In the opener, you can take out number 4. That's not running. So we'll leave you with a field of 10 in this Work Riders Maiden Plate. And I know that Betway have priced up this morning. And let's quickly have a look at what they're doing in the betting. Lilac Snow's the favourite. It tops the boards at 5-2. Number 6, Matt's Rocket, is trading at 28-10 as the second favourite. And then at 33-10, number 3, Lasting Looks. And then you can get, I see Universal Girl is priced up at 7-1 and then 14-1 and better about the balance. The good news this morning is that Daryl's back. He's in the studio with us. He's refreshed.
I am.
And had a good weekend. He said he promised he never even, he doesn't even know the results of Saturday and Sunday. Is that right?
How was Saturday, Clyde?
Wonderful.
How was Striker? Thank you, Striker.
Striker tried his best. He's bought a new place. They make olive oil in the Cape.
Did he buy that farm with his profits over the weekend? Or?
No, he bought it long before that.
Okay.
He bought it long before that. All right, so it's buy pots now. I don't know. Saturday's buy pot paid 14,500. So, good luck to those who got it. I don't know what this buy pot looks like today.
Yeah, there's a form updates of Clyde, number 11, Winter Wedding, ran last actually, but she was all alone on the inside on that occasion. Maybe she's better than that, but she was beaten 19 lengths by Queen of Pearls. Excuse me, Clyde. Now in the opening leg, I've decided to go 2 runners. Gone with numbers 1 and 2. Now Lilac Snow, nice to latest efforts. The form line of Emoyen is working out nicely, and then last time she excuse me, Clyde, she ran third behind She's All Mine. Now She's All Mine surprised all by following up her maiden victory on Thursday at big odds. Yeah, I mean, she's got Sam Messier, the most experienced work rider in the saddle. She's fit. She should be thereabouts, but I've got a preference for number 2, Universal Girl. Now on debut, she's way better than that effort, because on that occasion, Clyde, she got stuck behind slow horses, and they were just doing her no favor. They kept on pushing her further and further behind, and that resulted in her turning for home out of contention. She stayed on in the latter stages. Then in her latest effort, her second run, that going on that occasion was very heavy. Now, she travelled sweetly and she travelled well, but she fell in a hole. The mile in the soft conditions was just too much for her. So she's got Chamo in the irons. I am expecting a much, much better run on her behalf. I'm actually going in order 2 from 1.
Okay, so you're tipping her ahead of it. On form, you think she's got no chance, Universal Girl, but Daryl says forget about her form. She's better than that. And so he's tipping them 2 Universal Girl ahead of the 1 Lilacs. No, there's a bit of 7-1 on offer if you're interested in having a bet in the opener with Betway. So there's an 8-10 shot here in number 8, Golden Operator, to win. This is a maiden plate over the 12. We're on the classic, so it's around the turn. This horse is drawn 3, so he's well drawn. He's had 2 solid performances to date, and he does look like he's going to take a lot of beating. There's a good couple of winners from the Copper Eagle form line. Daryl will tell us about that in a minute. But 8-10 about this horse. 9 Power of Pearls, the second favourite at 33-10. It was good to see Candice Dawson have a good weekend. She ran with Chronicles of Kings. She also won with that horse in Durban yesterday. Pioneer something that won a good race. So to hang on a short head, but at least the stable's well. And then you can get 5-1 about number 6, Boom Town, who had his debut performance. Not a bad run, first time out. The interesting horse in here, I guess, is a horse called Real Stunner, because he hasn't been here before. He comes from the Cape, and we've seen them win when they come to Johannesburg. Would you give this Cape Town horse a chance with James Crawford up against the odds-on favourite?
Well, Clyde, he's been contesting races over 1800 and 1950, so...
Too short.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see him running on. I don't see him winning at 1200.
Okay.
Because,
happy with that?
I mean, but we know the Western Cape maiden form, Clyde.
Yeah, it's really good.
Proves time and time again superior. This favourite, how costly was he last time? Got beaten at 1-4. Clyde, the horse that ran just behind him is Tommy Shelby. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. He came
Won
out and
3
won.
in a row.
Yes, Tommy Shelby, a very nice horse. And then there was one further down, Salt Lake City, that came out of there.
Yeah.
So that form line's working out very well at the moment.
Now on debut, Clyde, he was very unfortunate. He actually looked as if he was going to be a winner on that occasion and then cost himself in the latter stages. He started hanging about. But take note, in that race, there was a filly called Vanacam.
Mm-hmm.
And Vanacam was going into that race having had 2 runs, and he was making his debut. And he beat Vanacam.
Right.
Have a look whose biggest danger is over here. Power of Pearls. She was beaten by Vanacam. Now he's been rested and gelded. Surely he's come on. On debut, Soldier Boy, who beat him, is now rated 107. He contested, I think, the Grade 2, the Golden Horseshoe, behind Chronicle King. Finished close up, and then he went straight into the Grade 1, the Premier's champion. So, yeah, I actually think it's a decent price about number 8, Golden Operator, and I'll be shocked if he loses. I'm not too sure if he's going to be in need of this run, whereas the filly's having a peak run, Power of Pearls.
Yeah.
But on a line through Vanacam, surely Golden Operator's the right one.
Hard to beat. Right price, or is it going to drift?
I can't have boom time, Pete, to be quite frank. I know he was strongly fancied on debut, but I don't like that form line, Clyde. Blinker's gone early in his career. Yeah, I'm playing to beat him. He can feature, certainly, but not for me.
Sure. Got it. Okay, we're bankering that in the place accumulator. This perm will cost 72 Rand. Okay, back with us. Welcome everybody to the third race on the card. Start of the pick 6 now. It's run over the 1800 meters. We haven't got any scratchings at this point in time, not that I'm aware of anyway. And let me have a look at what the betting suggests in this particular race. We'll go to the Betway site, pull up race 3, and it says that number 10, Councillor, is 14-10 to win. She put up a smart debut on that occasion. She wasn't particularly fancied because she went all the way out to 16-1. But a fair effort over the 14-15. One would imagine, being a Rafif out of a JPEG mare, that this will be ideal, the distance for her. The 4 Ethical, second favourite, that's priced up at 22-10, second choice. Number 1, Isaiah's Tiara, is priced up at 7-1. Number 13, next in, is a horse called Villa Rica, and that's priced up at 7-1. She's only had 1 start to date, and then it's 14-1 and better about the balance. Pick 6s. Are we including Ethical in the play with this favourite, or you going deeper, or what's the play?
Yeah, I am including Ethical. I think, Clyde, the rest proved beneficial for her because I'm of the opinion that that was her best effort to date, her latest effort. And she was ridden cold on that occasion. The word was that she was in need of that run, hence her drafting in the market as she did. And she was doing her best work late. Now, in her camp, Clyde, we know she stays. And she's going to strip fitter. Yeah. I guess they're going to ride her in a similar fashion, give her a chance, let her run on in the latter stages. Now, Clyde, when that race was run, I was skeptical over the form line. But it's proving to be very strong.
Yeah. One on the weekend, one, eh?
Nkonkwezi, no.
Oh, okay.
Nkonkwezi followed that up by winning again. And the 3rd and 4th place runners just both got touched off. They both ran 2nd.
Right.
So I certainly like her chances, number 4, Ethical.
The weekend form line was Lady Blunt, eh?
Where's that?
Didn't she come from Councillor, Ringa Roses?
Yes, that came from Councillor's form line.
In reference to Councillor,
yes.
Ringa Roses, yeah.
Lady Blunt
just won on the weekend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, Clyde, she, like you said, wasn't fancied on debut, and based on what we saw, she's going to appreciate being stepped up in trip. I had a look at her dam. I'm sure Lucky trained her dam, Peggy J. She won the Jacaranda handicap, and she won all her races from 1800 to 2450, so she was a stayer. There's a lot of stamina on the dam side. However, She needs to prove to us that at this stage of her career, she's strong enough to get the extended trip. So let's see how she goes. Her full brother, Bar Rafif, sprinted, and that's lunch money. He's a 1,000-meter horse. So yes, I'll give her a chance, but I want to see that she's capable at this stage of her career. Now, Clyde, number 13, Villarica, well beaten on debut.
Yeah, I see that.
But you need to watch that run. She was detached from the field. And I can tell you something, she was certainly doing her best work late. Her dam won the Oaks. I'm sure she was a grade 1 winner. I'm sure she won the Oaks.
Ash Cloud. Yes.
So
that's right.
She's related to a lot of stayers. Pakaya, Silver Heels. I'm not sure if she needs one more because I'm not a fan of that form line. But you can't sit here and say that she's
not without a chance.
Yes, because she's going to be much more effective over this trip. That run could have woken her up. From what I saw, she may just need one more, but I'm not ruling out of any of my perms. I'll give her a chance because now she's been stepped up from 1,200 to 1,800.
Okay, so she's putting in the pick six, huh?
Absolutely.
So all three are going in from Daryl, 4, 10 and 13. We do have a banker later on, and we're bankering that also in the 7th race, number 3, Mamlamba. Welcome everybody, welcome back. Jackpot, let's get them on now. This is a graduation plate. Take out there 2 horses that are not running now, 3 and 6. So you're left with 5 horses that will go to the gate here. And let's take a look at what the market suggests in this particular event. Small field, but it'll be a good race. And they've got number 1, Bjorn Ironside, favourite, that is currently trading at 9 to 10 about Bjorn Ironside. 5, African Pride, is trading at 28 to 10, second favourite. 4 to 1, number 2, War of Kingdoms. He's been in good form. Is he ready to win now or not? We don't know. 4, Ronda Bosch, also fair sort, 5 to 1. And then number 7, Everly Lies the Crown, who I remember them rating as a decent sort when she won first time, but she's at any price. She's at 33 to 1. All right, so it's 2-time Bjorn Ironside, a 2-time winner, taking on the 1-time winners in the race, hence him carrying the 5th to 60 and them carrying the balance. And he looks like the right horse in the race, Daryl, does he?
Well, Clyde, if you go to the best weighter column, he's best in by 5 pounds, 2.5 kilograms. And he's got peak racing fitness on his side. Whereas the second best in is Ronda Bosch, and he's been off the track for 7 odd months.
Yeah.
So taking those factors into account, I'm leaning towards Bjorn Ironside. The same can be said with his latest victory. He was best weighted. He was weighted to win on that occasion, Clyde.
Yes.
And he made heavy work of it. He came out sluggishly, but Samanga got him into a great position thereafter. And he got the better of Pennsylvania. Now, we saw Pennsylvania frank that form. But Clyde, Pennsylvania, going into that race, was rated a 92. He's rated a 108. And Pennsylvania gave him 3 kilograms. So I don't think he achieved anywhere near his current rating in his latest start. Yes, now he's cherry ripe. And it's a great race for him to back that victory up. But I'm not...
You're not sounding confident.
Yeah. He was hanging
confident at all, actually.
Yeah, I'll give him a winning chance.
Give us the winner. Talk up, Daryl. Which
now,
one?
War of Kingdoms, Clyde. He's earned his rating of a 1,200. He's another one that's been off the track for 5.5 months. I doubt he's going to be anywhere near his best. And he's out at the weights, but he's likely race. So I wouldn't read too much into the fact that he's out at the weights. I'm just concerned that he's not going to be peaking in his comeback efforts. So the one I'm backing up the favourite with is number 5, African Pride. And if you watch his comeback effort, Clyde, he pinged the gates and he went well clear of the opposition. He was never in doubt. He came up for air in the latter stages because he was still in need of that start. But I'm sure if he gets a clean break, this horse is going to be on his bicycle. And he's set to carry 54.5. So he's got a 5.5 kg pull on Bjorn Ironside. And he might just get away from him. This horse is extremely highly regarded by Corne Space. So I've got a lot of respect for African Pride. I am going 1 and 5, Clyde. Yes, Beyond Ironside at the ratings has to be my first choice.
Yeah.
But like I said, I've got a few concerns with this horse, so 1 and 5 to be safe.
I want to add Rondebush in just because you're trying to beat the favourite.
Okay.
And I think Sean Terry's better one of the two is probably Rondebush in the race for this particular race. So I'd like to go 1, 4 and 5. But okay, for our Weighted to Win viewers, Daryl Marie's corner, he's going 1 and 5 in the first leg. Bjorn Ironside, we're not convinced it's going to start in the red. On to race number 5. Welcome back. This is a handicap at the 80 level. We're going over 2,000 metres in this race. In terms of changes, I don't have any at this point in time. There on Monday morning, and 9 of them that are going to the start. Betway, let's pull you up quickly and see what's going on with the betting for this particular race. Priced up number 2, American Rebel, as the 33-10 favourite. The Appy Samo Boothia takes the 4 kilos off its back. 9 Titans of War. Roy Magna had a fantastic day on the weekend, and Titans of War is second choice at 4-1. Number 5, Iger Sanction, is priced up at 9-2. The 8, Sky Pillar Rock, is 5-1. The 1, Dance King, is trading at 7.5-1 at the moment. And then there's 8-1 about number 6, Curtis Condor, and 10-1 about number 3, Street Art. I think there's one other. There are 2 others, but they're both double figures. Open race?
Clyde, if this was a 1800 or a mile, I would have banked at number 1, Dance King. You say 7.5-1.
Yeah. Current price?
I think that's extremely generous. Clyde, in his last start, he was out at the weights. In that same race was Bayanak, who was out at the weights. The next start, yes, Bayanak ran in was a handicap. He bolted up. This horse actually beat Bayanak. Both of them were out at the weights. I mean, Solar Cell was in there, Parisian Walkway, Pumpkin Pie. It was a very, very strong graduation plate. I had a look at his sire. His sire won over 1,700. That's Dance King. His dam only placed, so she won no races. But the full sister, or the half sister by herself from Seattle, got a mile. And the half brother by herself from Seattle got 1,400. But he's by a Silvano mare, Clyde. Generally, that's some stamina.
I'm not worrying about that.
You're not worrying about that?
All you're worried about is that he might not stay.
Have a look at his penultimate start, Clyde. He gave Pioneer Square weight.
Yes.
Pioneer Square's a lovely horse.
Lovely horse.
He gave him 2.5 kilograms. He's having his peak run, back in a handicap. I think he's way overpriced. I nearly banked him in all my bets, but because of the 2,000, I only backed him up with 1 horse. Otherwise, I had to go field.
Yes.
I backed him up with number 9, Titans of War, Clyde. Now, strictly at the weights, several horses are weighted to reverse the form with him. Because in that very same race where Titans of War won, Iger Sanction finished second.
Yes.
American Rebel was in there. Street Art was in there.
Yes.
Sky Pillar Rock was in there. And Eiffel Tower, which is more than half the field.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I see that.
There's not going to be much separating all of those. However, this horse is lightly raced. And in his penultimate start, he tried the 2,000 for the first time, but he was far too keen. So put a line through that. Last time out, I don't know if anything was done at home, but he settled well and he quickened up smartly. And I'm of the opinion that he won with a bit in the hand. So they're going to adopt similar tactics, give him a chance, let him switch off, and he's got a lovely turn of foot. He gets the trip. That's why I'm using him. Sky Pillar Rock, yes, he's better raced forward. He's my third choice. So if you're not keen with those numbers on screen now, numbers 1 and 9, I'd include 1, 9, 8, 5. Those are mine in order. But I'm taking a chance of here. I like the look of number 1, Dance King.
Okay, there we go. We're firing Dance King on Tuesday. Okay, you're back with us. Race 6 is a handicap, 1,500 meters, no changes or anything like that. There are 8 of them going to the start. Let me just give you a guide on what Betway were thinking on Monday morning. After listening to Daryl, we're going to be changing a lot of their betting, I can tell you that. Number 3, Two Step Queen, is trading at 18-10. She's favourite. Number 8, Warning Sound is second favourite, and that's prime. priced up at 7-2. Number 7, Popular Park, is third in the market at 4-1. 4 Across the Pond is 9-2. 6 Women's World 7-1, and 10-1 number 2 Quetta. And then it's double figures about the balance. The fillies and mares handicap, it's not an easy race. 1,500 metres are going around the turn, and there are probably a few that can win, although St. John is in good form and he's got quite a strong hand.
Yeah, Clyde, please do me a favor. Please pull up Kisotan's latest victory. The rerun of Warning Sound last time out.
Okay.
Okay, so let's start with her.
Yes.
Clyde, I wish I saw what I did in her second run after arrest. Because if that was the case, I wouldn't be sitting here. I'd be rushing around the country to get on number 8, Warning Sound. She really caught my eye. However, that was her first run after arrest. Now she's having her second run. So I'm a little bit doubtful, but I've always liked the look of this filly. And from what I saw in the latter stages last time out, I think she can make it a winning second run after arrest. I'm going to be siding with number 8, Warning Sound, as the likely winner. Yes, I do have respect for the current favourite, 2-Step Queen. She was very impressive when she led from start to finish. The handicapper was just as impressed. He gave her £7 or 3.5 kilograms for that win. So yeah, she can win again. It's just going to be a tougher task this time round. So number 3, 2-Step Queen, is my second choice. Then we have to have a look at number 5, Bakwina. Now I go back in her form line. Johan Janssen van Vuren was happy enough putting her in the Gauteng Fillies Guineas and the Classic over 1800 early in her career. Then she lost the plot, so he put her away. Her comeback effort was fair enough. Her second run after arrest wasn't great. I wasn't happy with that. Now her ratings come down to a 90, and he's stepping her back in trip now to a 1500. So I'm expecting a lot of improvement. She didn't form part of my bar pot in my PA because she's my third choice. So I only went numbers 3 and 8 in those perms. But Bakwina goes into my pick 6 and my jackpots. I think the race will be run honestly over here. Sueta and 2-Step Queen like to push forward. So I think that will suit Warning Sound from what I saw.
Yeah, she should have run third, eh?
Yeah, I like that effort.
She got her run. She got taken up the last 150 metres. Serena, was it Serena? Yeah, Serena Moody couldn't do much to with her because she got squeezed out of it completely in her last start. So she would have run much closer. Daryl spots her. She's 7-2 to win. But in our exactas, we're boxing 2-Step Queen because you've got to go back to the Queen of Love form, although that wasn't Warning Sound's run. But it still does represent the likes of Across the Pond and one or two others in the race. So we're going 3, 5 and 8 in our exactas. Welcome everybody, with one more to go. Race number 7 is a handicap for the girls over 1,500 metres. We'll keep the starting stalls there. And Mum Lumber is an exciting prospect. Let's take a look at what Betway have decided to price her up on this Monday morning. I'll give you an idea. She's currently priced up at 6 to 10. Number 3, Mum Lumber. So she does look pretty hard to beat here. Second choice, number 10, Fair Proposal. They've met before. We'll get Daryl's take on that when they did meet, the two of them. And number 8, Cape Saffron, is priced up at 8 to 1. She's in the market too. And then 10 to 1 about number 1, Glamorous Lady. Yeah, debut performance. They bumped Fair Proposal, Mum Lumber. First run, I would imagine she's come on leaps and bounds. I've seen what we've seen so far to date. They've obviously got 1 or 2 feature races pegged for her. Expecting her to win and win comfortably, or is Fair Proposal a worry?
Yeah, Clyde, I opened the book and I said, based on what we heard from Miss Adamson last time out, this is still a prep run.
Right.
Going into the classics because they're targeting the classics. And then I saw she's drawn out wide, having her second run after rest. Immediately I said I'm going to play against her. But I kept on digging deeper and deeper, and I watched that replay. Clyde, she couldn't have been more impressive.
Yeah.
Surely that victory would have boosted her confidence. And given her a lot of scope to come on with that run. So Marco hardly moved on her. He knew exactly where the filly was on the outside and just guided her to victory. You know, unfortunately, she's got the terrible draw to contend with. She does have bend experience. In her second start, she raced around the bend, turf and team 49. Look where she jumped from on that occasion, 9 out of 9. But she broke well in that race, and Marco got into a great position. So she doesn't have to drop out to last. She's got enough early toe to get into one-off position with a little bit of cover. And from what I saw last time out, she does have plenty ability. Now let's touch on the comment from the yard. She will give a good account of herself, and we're hoping to see her bring up the hat-trick. Clyde, if they're thinking about the classics, surely she's better than her current mark.
She's got to win this, eh?
Now, many people are going to say, on paper, why are we tipping her? Because Fair Proposal beat her, and Fair Proposal's better off at the weight.
She's got 5 kilos on her or something.
But then if you look at Fair Proposal's form line, Hazy Daisy beat Fair Proposal on debut, on the back from War Run.
Yeah.
So then we have to include Hazy Daisy. You know, Fair Proposal, Clyde, it says she hit the front at the 400 meters last time out. That's not the case. She was never in front. She was under a punishing ride towards the back of the field. She was staying on in the latter stages. I think maybe she's even looking for further. So I'm a little bit worried about her coming back.
What do you mean it wasn't the case?
No, she never hit the front at the 400. Muzi was at her.
But it says she hit the front at the 400.
No, that's nonsense.
So what, was she far back at the 400?
Yes, look at the replay. Pull up the replay.
No, I trust. I take your word. I'm happy to hear that. So Fair Proposal never hit the front last time and was under pressure a long way out.
Then there's those people that were going to be saying, but Far Reachings also waited to finish alongside Mamlambo. But Clyde.
So if you go past Mamlambo, there are a few.
Yeah,
right?
you have to put in the
field. And Marco
field.
van Rensburg was in devastating. I know you weren't here, but he was in devastating form on Saturday.
Why hasn't he been on the Highveld in the last couple of months, Clyde? Come on.
I know. Okay, so we Mamlambo. That's our play, and we're taking a double into the back. All right, back with us. The classified stakes over 2,400 meters is next. It's our last race on the card, and let's take a look from the weights perspective. Being that kind of race, it normally favors the fairer sex, and that's why a horse like Cartagena comes in best, and she's priced up at 9-2 to win on Thursday. Number 3, Trident King. I'm expecting a better run from him. He's 5-1. Don't leave him out of anything. 6, Rosie Lemon is priced up at 5-1. 7, Arlington Action is 11-2. I like a bit of Nuclear Force, although he hasn't been around for a while, but I do fancy his chances. 13-2. And 7-1 about number 2, Royal Mazarin. And then you can get 8-1 about number 1, Romeo's Magic. That's Monday morning, 10s and better the others, but it does have that open look to it. For you?
Clyde, not a fan of this race. Yeah, obviously this is a classified stakes, and if you have a look at the best weighted column, in this order, Cartagena, Potty Punch, Rosie Lemon, Royal Mazarin, Nuclear Force. Now, Cartagena, yes, course, distance suited. She did go up in the ratings a few runs back when she won convincingly, but her last effort was a decent effort. She stays well drawn, best weighted, foolish to ignore her chances. Rosie Lemon, not too far behind Cartagena on that lava lamp run. Interestingly, the blinkers are being removed on this occasion. Super fit. I mean, must have a chance. I'm of the opinion she's better of a shorter, but without the blinkers, she could be thereabouts. Have a look at number 5, Clara. This is the one I've labelled as the improver in the race. Now, her form's dismal, isn't it?
Shocking. It's 40-1.
Clyde.
Party Punch. Are we talking about the same horse?
Yes.
Yes.
But go back to the run of a 2450. Now, this race is over 2400. She ran over 2450 in the Oaks.
Yes.
And she picked up a penalty from that Oaks run. She got pumped up from a 77 to a 81, right?
Yeah.
Nah, she's had 2 comeback runs. and she's been stepped up in trip. She needs to go handy. She's very one pace.
Leave us alone.
But now she's back over that trip where she earned her highest rating, but this time round off a 72.
Yeah. I don't know if she stays. Does she stay this or
she needs to go handy? She's a one pace plodder. If she's handy, don't be surprised if she fills the money. And then Trident King, now obviously he's a full brother to Olivia's Way.
Yes.
He's only been 2,000 meters in his career, but have a look what David's done over here. He's taken the blinkers off, put the compression hood on.
Yeah.
Maybe that will assist him in getting the 2400. If it does, I think you'll be thereabouts. Like I said, Clyde, I don't like the look of the race. You have to include Royal Mazrin. You have to include Volta, Fast, Arlington, Action, Nuclear Force. Yeah, it's a minefield. But I've just suggested a swinger box with my spook who you don't like. Maybe she can run third. Who knows?
You know what I've heard in this race?
Yes.
I've heard Nuclear Force. Just so that you know, don't leave it out.
What did you hear?
I just heard. Just don't leave it out.
Who told you? The horse itself?
I've heard. Just put it in, whatever you do. Okay. That's from us. Thanks for watching Waited to Win, everybody. Enjoy. We'll chat to you again. We're going to Cape Town on Wednesday.